We in Sri Lanka have taught the whole world how not a country should have been governed. We have fallen into a base, and whether we have fallen or whether we have been dragged in there is a different debate. This is the result of a number of crises acting with each other, playing with each other, and therefore there is a synergy. So therefore I like to call it a conglomeration of crises. The repercussions and consequences of this disaster can be measured and manifested in different ways. One is the price levels going up, and measurement is the inflation. When we measured inflation in September 2022, it was 70%, and when we measured last month, July 2023, it was 6%, and there was a big boasting, and that has been reported in newspapers also that a miracle has been done. It is not so, because we say it is not so, and there is no significant impact on the economy, because inflation is only a symptom. It is not the root cause of the tragedy that we have been facing. So the whole aim of our discourses is to clarify these points, make the public aware, and to pave the way out from this disaster for our country and for our economy. We talked about a conglomeration of crises. I am presenting a list of 7. Somebody else can come out with maybe a longer list or a shorter list. Number 1 is the political crisis. Now, if you don't have a clear vision, you used to come out with completely irrelevant solutions, irrelevant suggestions. For example, in the case of political crisis, some people want to go and check the educational certificates or the birth certificates of the members of parliament. I say these educational qualifications and age is completely immaterial, irrelevant to become a politician. What matters is whether they can feel the pulses of the public, pulses of the people. And then the second crisis is the governance crisis. We have a huge government machinery comprising of about 1.3 million people there and consuming about 58% of government revenue. We have to find out ways of making this machinery effective and productive. And then we have the foreign exchange crisis. And then we have the debt crisis, which I would like to call not a crisis but a debt trap. And then we have the fiscal crisis, where the government expenditure is far exceeding the government revenue. And then we have the agricultural crisis, and then we have the inequality crisis. With this kind of inequality, we will never have a proper democracy functioning. And it is by solving these crises, and it is by addressing all these crises only, that we can find a way out from this disaster. We conduct these programs to raise the awareness of citizens, so that they can take the destiny into their hands, to make them aware that there will be no more low-hanging fruits, to make them aware that we cannot continue to measure in kilometers, we have to start measuring in millimeters, to make them aware of the power of economics to transform our economy. We are an $85 billion economy. This must be transformed to $250 billion economy. It can be done, and it must be done. This is the only way out. Economists will look at their textbooks, they will look at their notes, and they will say this is nonsense, this cannot be done. But we say, and firmly, that this can be done when we consider the resources available in this country. So to whom we are assigning this task? We are assigning this task to, in the first place, to politicians. Most of the politicians are dual citizens. Most of the people in the top ranks of the society are dual citizens. They are dual citizens from the economic sense. Whenever they want their children to go abroad, they can do it. They can send them abroad for higher education. They can send them to universities, foreign universities. Whenever they want better treatment, they can go to foreign hospitals. So they always have the access to foreign facilities, the facilities and all the comfort of the development. So why develop this country? They have the facilities, they have the access in the foreign countries. So that is why we say the citizens must take destiny into their hands. So we have to make them all economic citizens, aware of what is happening in and around. And they must be devoted citizens. Who is a devoted citizen? Devoted citizen is a person who thinks of this generation, and not only that, the future generation. Devoted citizen is a person who works on the principle of live and let live. So we all must be politicians. Every citizen must be a politician. What kind of a politician? What kind of a politician? King Parakram Bahu the Great was a great politician. Rajasingha II was a great politician. He was an internationalist too. Sri Vikrama Rajasingha was a great politician. Monaravila Kapitipala was a great politician. We want this kind of politicians in this country. In this century, we must repeat that. We want that caliber politicians. With this combination in hand and this vision, we can develop our country and we can teach the whole world that a country that has fallen into a precipice, that has fallen into a big abyss, has been rescued, and we can teach the whole world how such a country can be saved and rescued.